What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of this NRL Full Highlights live from Abu Dhabi. I do not have the qualifying because I forgot to record that, but we go to 5 red lights. We start in P8, Catalogical just ahead of us, and the Real Wolfie just behind us. We did qualify on Super Stock, so it could help us out later on in the race. Into turn 1 we go now. Are we going to get the good run on Cat? No, we're not. He's going to blaze off into the distance, but the Real Wolfie has run 1. We got a lovely run on Master Josh B through turn 2, and now we head round through turn 3. Can we make a move down the inside into the start of the chicane? We go for it. We think about it. Do we make the move? Oh, there's a little bit of banging, and there's a car spinner, and I think that's alienating my teammate. Yes, it is. As we look to go down the inside of Catalogical, we don't think about it because that was only ever going to end one way. But we get the slipstream down the straight. Are we going to go for a little move down into what is that, turn 9? I believe that the second chicane on this track. We get a good run on him, getting his slipstream. We got like 4 times slipstream. Are we going to go for the move? Bit too far back to dive bomb in this time round. Into the chicane we go now. Can we get a good exit? We look to have got a similar exit to Cat. We ran a little bit wider, so he's going to have a better run through the corner. But onto the straight we go now. Underneath the board, we are a bit too far back, and we're kind of in a bit of no man's land as they look to go about 5 wide into the corner. And it looks to be Master Josh B that's got the worst out of that one, as he was up in, what, P4? Apologies. Into the left-hander now, onto the long right-hander. JJ Love's got a poor exit out of there, and we look to go around the outside of him. We think better of it, ease off, and have a go at him into the next corner. He's got out to the curve slightly, so we look to go around the outside. We don't try and get the switch back, but we can't do that either. Onto the back straight we go now, into the home straight we go now. We're not going to make a run on him this lap, but are we going to make a run on him in the next few laps, in the next few corners even? Here we go, out of turn 1, up the hill towards turn 2. We've got a very good run on him, much better than he's got through that corner. Can we make a move into the next corner? We go for the late move, and what a move that is, up into P6. A lovely move into the chicane. Oh, and Master Josh B and Catalogical are side by side. Who's going to get the better exit? They've got a pretty similar exit. They're side by side. There's no space to go for me. And Master Josh B, is he going to move to the left? Yes, he does. There's a gap down the middle. Are we going to go for it? We are going to make it 3 wide. Are we going to get the move stuck? Yes, we are. Up into P4 after being P6 the corner before that. What a move that was. That was one of the greatest moves I've ever done in an F1 game. What a move that was. That was just heart in your mouth stuff the whole way through that corner. But we have made the move stick, and what a move it was. Up into P4 now. Onto lap 3 we go now. We're pulling up behind Chubby Bunny. Can we make the move into one of these next corners? We're a bit too far back to do it now. But we are gaining time on him the whole way through this sector. But as he lags and peels off into the pits, we take P3, and it looks as though Rising Trez has pitted as well. Yes, he has. We are up into P2. Behind Jamesy Bear. Onto lap 4 now. It looks as though Master Josh B's right up behind us. Yes, he is. We're not pitting this lap, but we're going to be pitting very... Well, hopefully we're going to take these tyres as long as we can. He looks for the move into the chicane, but thinks against it. Under the Aspen Marina circuit board we go. We get a new strategy. We're not going to stick to it as our tyres are doing absolutely fine, as you can see. But onto the back straight we go now. Master Josh B looks to go around the outside. Is he going to actually go for the move? Around the outside. This will be a great move if he can pull it off. Can he pull it off? Yes, he does. We ease off and let him have the position because we were not fighting through there. We were not going to go for a little lunge into there. Onto lap 5 we go now. We are still in P3, but Jamesy Bear has pitted now, and we're back up into P2 again. But we still have to make our pit stop, don't forget. But we're taking these tyres as long as we can. Into the fast right-hander we go now. We're in a bit of no man's land, and that takes us all the way to the end of lap 7, where we come into the pits. How many positions are we going to lose? We brake a bit early, but we don't want to. We don't want to get a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'd rather lose a second than lose 18. Here we go. What's the stop light? 2.9. Not the best stop we could have hoped for, but not bad at the same time. That I'm hoping to be our one and only stop in this race, but I get the feeling that the softs are not going to take us to the end. Out the pits we go now. We are in P6 with a couple of cars that have still got a pit. Well, one, Master Josh B. And some people are on completely different strategies, so as we can see, we're already back up into P3 with Rising Trez all over our gearbox. It's going to be we're going to be a sitting duck down the straight, and we're just got to do everything we can to not let him come past. Onto the back straight we go now, though. Who's got the better run? It looks to be slightly just about us as Jamesy Bear makes the move on Master Josh B up ahead as if aim flickers up top. But we don't care about that right now as Rising Trez moves to the inside, makes the move. Are we going to go for a little switchback? Yes, we are. Can we dive on into the chicane? We think better of it. And he makes the move stick up into P3 and we drop into P4, making sure we do not Jensen button it at the chicane. Onto the backstroke we go now. Can we get a good run on Trez? No. I think we're a bit too far back to make a move into that corner. Through the triple corner we go. Still not getting close enough to make a move into any of these corners, really. We're just going to have to sit behind him and hope. Onto lap 14 we go now. Jamesy Bear pits and we move back up into P3. We're all going to get very, very close. Or are we? No, we look to have just about got ahead of James by quite a way. We are going to have to pit, though. It's going to be for another set of supers to take to the very end of this race. We only managed to take these softs 11 laps. Not as much as I really wanted to, and I wanted to take ultras to the end. But sadly, we couldn't do that. And me and Rising Trez both come into the pits. Who's going to have the better stop? It looks like it is going to be us. Yes, it is going to be us. And we have come out ahead of Trez. I mean, now we've got to defend for our lives to keep him behind. Out into the unknown again. Who is going to be around us? No one really, as there's only 9 runners left and we're in P3 of that 9. We're having a wonderful race at the moment if we can hold on. This will be our best position of the season if we can hold on. Moving into the final sector now. Trez looks to have got a wonderful run on us through the right-hander. Is he going to go through the left-hander? Sorry, is he going to go for a move into the long right-hander or into the sharp one at the next corner? No. Under the bridge we're about to go now. Is he going to move around the outside? No, he's not. Under the bridge we go now. Into the left-hander. Just 2 corners to go now for this lap. Is he going to go for a move into any of them? I'm not sure. Out onto the final corner we go now. The Heart of Courage music is playing. I wonder what that means. We'll find out very, very, very shortly. Is it going to mean that we're going to have a battle with Trez, or is it going to mean something completely different? We'll find out. Out into turn 1 we go now. Out through under the Etihad sign, into turn 2. Into turn 3 we go now. It doesn't look as though Trez has got the move on us anytime soon. No, he has not. As we break at the 100 metre board, into the chicane we go now, and up towards the hairpin. Is he going to go for a move into this long back straight? Who gets the better exit? It looks to be just about us, but he will get the slipstream and the DRS. Will he go for the move? We have lots of spare fuel. I don't know why we're not in Rich. I guess I'll find out later in the race. Why aren't we in Rich? Here he goes, though. Is he going to go for the move into the chicane? No, he thinks better of it than dive bombing us. Into the long back straight. The second, third straight we go now. Into the first left-hander. Into the second left-hander. Is he going to do an identical move as what Master Josh B on us is? He's going to try it. Around the outside he goes now. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he is. We got a bit on the curb and spin the back end slightly. And we keep that. And he keeps us on our toes and moves up into P3. And we drop down into P4. And now we're going to have to make the move back on him again if we want to get that podium. Barring any pit stops. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Or any retirements. Moving on to lap 22 now. As you can see, Jamesy Bear is coming out of the pits. Rising Trez is ahead of us. Jamesy Bear is behind us. He just comes out behind us. He's going to have to go for the move to catch Trez. He's going to have to do it as early as he can because we are not in this race for the podium. I don't think anyway. But he takes the position. He takes us back into P3 and we drop back down into P4. We shouldn't worry too much about Catalogical. We need to bring this car home and get that P4. Still don't know why we're not in Rich. We are now. We've got 2.5 laps of fuel for 6 laps. That's crazy amounts. We're still in what is this, P4 now. On lap 22, into the chicane we go now. We could have got a move on James if we didn't do that into the chicane, and we lost the back end slightly. Onto the back straight we go now though. James Bear ahead, Catalogical behind. Catalogical's far too far behind to think about trying to catch us in these last few laps. So Jamesy Bear's got very wide. Are we going to go for the move into the next left-hander? No, we think better of it for this time. But now we head down the hill around the right-hander. Are we going to go for a move into the right-hander? No, we are not. And that is us remaining in P4, as we really did not stand any chance of getting past him. On to lap 27 now. See, Rising Trez has paused his game. Rising Trez has paused his game. Jamesy Bear overtook him on the Ultra Softs, but Rising Trez is disconnected from this lobby. He's going to get back in soon. I'm pretty sure he will. In fact, I know he will. But we managed to take P3, and that's going to be a kick in the parts for him, as he has lost his podium. But on to the final few corners we go now. Are we going to get this P3? 2 corners to go now. Around the final corner we go. Is it going to be P3 for us in this NRL season? Yes, it is. We finish in P3, and it's a podium for our first time in NRL. Martha Josh B wins the race from Jamesy Bear, but we come home in P3, and that is all we care about. Rising Trez in P4 and Catalogical in P5. That is it though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, next week, USA. If you want to join this series, my gamer tag is Nemic456, so message me if you're on Xbox One and we can arrange some tester sessions. But until then, this has been episode 4, Abu Dhabi. Like this if you liked my podium, but if you're Rising Trez, then you will not like this at all. But thanks for watching.